Most Nigerians know we were colonized by Britain, but many people never really asked, what exactly did the British put in place before leaving Nigeria? And how many of it still affects us today? May we talk, yeah? May we talk. During colonial rule, Britain controlled Nigeria mainly for economic and strategic reasons. Companies linked to British interests benefited from resources like palm oil, cocoa, groundnuts, tin, and later crude oil. One major turning point was the 1914 amalgamation when Lord Frederick Lugard merged the northern and the southern protectorates into one country called Nigeria. Frederick Lugard amalgamation of Nigeria. But here is the controversial part many historians debate. The regions had many systems, different cultures, different religions, and levels of Western education. Yet they were joined together under one administration controlled by Britain. Why? Many historians argued it helped Britain manage resources, taxation, trade, routes, and administration more efficiently. Now fast forward. Even after independence in 1960, Nigeria still kept many colonial structures, central Western system, extractive economic patterns, dependence on raw material export, and border created during colonial rule. And this is where many conspiracy theories start online. You hear people say Britain designed Nigeria to never succeed. Is that true? But what can be confirmed is this. Colonial policies often prioritize extraction and control over long-term industrial development for West Africans. Many African economies were structured around supplying raw materials to Europe instead of building local manufacturing power. Now let's talk about agreements people rarely mention. After independence, multinational oil companies like Shell PLC became deeply involved in Nigeria oil sector, especially in the Niger Delta. Over the years, critics have questioned oil revenue management, foreign corporate influence, unfair economic arrangements, and environmental damage in oil-producing communities. There were also international financial agreements involving institutions like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank during economic crisis in 1980s. One major example was the Structural Adjustment Program (SAP), introduced under General Ibrahim Babangida in 1986. SAP included currency devaluation, reduction in government spending, privatization, and market reforms. Supporters believe it will stabilize the economy. Critics argue it increased hardship for ordinary Nigerians and weakened local industry. Until today, many older Nigerians still mention SAP when talking about economic suffering. So the deeper question becomes, did colonialism end, or did the system simply evolve into economic dependence? Because sometimes it feels like Africa exports wealth and imports struggle. But again, truth matters. Foreign influence is part of the story. Bad leadership, corruption, and internal political failures are also major reasons Nigeria's struggles today. What's one hidden part of Nigeria or African history you took school should teach more openly? Nigeria, they teach history for school.